Welcome back, Gambia Mafia. It's been a long time, but I'm finally back. Been working like a butt. Back to the grind. Pittsburgh Steelers about to just go for you. Had to get road to 7. Pittsburgh Steelers French back cooking. So, team, for those who aren't aware of the roster. So, quarterback, we got Can Dog, Big Ken. Still got Mitch Trubisky. Got Najee Harris, Mr. Jalen Warren's a great backup. Right before Derek Watt. We got Deontay Johnson and Juice. We got Allen Robinson, who we acquired trade. We got Miles Calvin Austin, the next Tyreek. Gunnar Ochi. We got Darnell Washington, the Giant, and Zach, which is sad. I really like injury. Roderick Jones, first round draft pick. Moore Jr. Isaac Seumalo. Spencer. Mason Cole. Nate Herbig. Juana Okorafor and Dylan Cook. Larry Ogunjobi. Still like to see. Got the big dog, Cameron Hayward. Lots. Got Keanu Bitten, Travis Adams, and Defensive Player of the Year. Holden, Cole Holcomb, the Mullet, Roberts, Juan Alexander, Mark Robinson. Got Alex, super slap. Nick Herbig, dud. Got Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace, Desmond King, Joey Porter Jr. Still at the pick, we got Kenan Sullivan, James Pierre. We got Mika, Patrick Kilbrew, Monte Casey, Keanu Neal, and Riley. Then we got Chris Boswell. And we still got Presley Harvin, big fella. That is got a first draft 17, 39, 81, 135. Practice squad. Brandon Fayetteville. Which of these are the brothers, which is crazy. A lot of good guys on the practice squad. Yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers, man. Welcome to Blitzburgh. You saw the title. Right now, we are sitting at 80 overall offense, 84 defense. Our weekly strategy for this CMC is the headliner. Defense. Blitz counter. At the picket fence. Gonna have to work in some chemistry before. Rookies. Hey man, I'm projecting Steelers to win 10 or 11 games. We got week 1. Our staff, French. Got Mike. Craig Taylor. Game day goal. Excellent. Quarterback. Alright, so we're about to get I need to know if you want a full gameplay or if you want a depth chart. Just based on who's got 9. Yeah, let's go ahead and get to some gameplay. Let me know if you want key moments or here we go. Steelers. We go. Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl. Here we go. Play full game. When it's at 3 o'clock, I'm literally shower and do homework and stuff. But that's nor here nor there. Let's get into some gameplay.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Steelers. And it comes your way next.
Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of the 2023 NFL season, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, CD, new season is here. Lions and Chiefs got it going on Thursday night. You and I were there. What a scene that was. But now here we are a few days later on Sunday, looking at two teams with great expectations here to begin 2023.
It's always fun to get a new season started, isn't it, partner? Because everyone feels like they've got a shot at the defending champs. They think that they can be the new champs. And here we are getting things going. Let's have some fun.
The two teams with 11 Super Bowl titles between them, the Niners and Steelers underway to begin 2023. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
That's to about the 28, second down coming up. Well, these Steelers, Charles, 9-8 a year ago. Their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, made 12 starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh a victory. Plus, the Steelers have added some nice pieces around him, and they'll be able to protect him even better in 2023.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Off play action. Pickett sliding out of the pocket. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Maybe not. Bite me in the ass.
But they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by
Tackle.
Lenore. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
That's great.
I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it. In different handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. This is 2nd and 8. Now Purdy. He'll get this out right here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Purdy off the play fake.
Good job, Levi.
Intercepted at the goal line. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
He was in. What y'all talking about? Who, me?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college.
Was big,
like
but
that?
I don't.
Got to produce on
like
offense.
I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coach to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch. Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind.
Good job, Najee.
Good pass. More expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear, or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there. Lenore up to make the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Ooh. Out of the way, you're little. Little baby. You chiquito. It's sweet.
Gotta feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year, and this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
On a jet sweep, this is
Good
Johnson.
break up.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Took too long to pick.
No score after
Drop your
one
predictions for
on
this.
EA Sports.
Take a look.
This offense so far
Giveaway
on
or
third
some
down,
sort.
just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And how to read. What accuracy.
But it's incomplete.
Didn't take a 45 yard.
Down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Oh.
Boswell's kick is good. And
That's pretty smart.
jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first
Coverage.
turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them
Good kick,
score
good kick.
off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little, but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah,
Looks like
obviously,
a
there's some
McCaffrey.
points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now we'll pause here for an injury. And it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Good defense there. Back to Lewis. Colts, hey, if you're watching this, Commanders or Colts for my non-Steeler.
Fielded at the 33. We'll call that a punt of 38
Starting off strong.
yards officially. And the Steelers are
Quick and
going on
ish.
offense here, 1st and 10.
It's just
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
really.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete.
And
Give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
like a lot.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
Good.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard.
First touchdown, Calvin.
Touchdown. Calvin Austin, 39 yards. And the Steelers are able to widen their advantage. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is
Ooh, that's
understanding the
freaking field
playbook,
goal.
not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses, also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Only a couple there, so he'll be brought down about the 28. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Only able to gain a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Fights loose. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated.
Oh, gosh, that's 61.
Game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason, and runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Good call.
This one inside the 35. 68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a 1st down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. final play of the half. It's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So we've reached halftime here. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Oh, my gosh.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Samuel. And they'll get him down after a
looks like
pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Oh, yeah.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action here. Purdy. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
And just when the offense seemed to be figuring things out, they have a little bit of a setback there. Finally getting a drive going. They can't let that stop them, especially since they've been shut out this far in.
Nice.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Taking care.
Here's Austin. Wiggles free.
I might have gotten.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs at their own 28-yard line. Harris will start the drive out. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Looking to throw, Pickett. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Pickett sets up play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
On first down,
Oh,
this is
that's-
McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Christian Kirk.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
McCaffrey on the counter.
come on.
Oh, what a juke into space. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling
It's
that he might
10
be
for
on the verge of popping one.
207 yards and
Even
3
on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but
Vaughn has
closed
4
there quickly
receptions.
at the end. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he is caught.
Who was
And he
that?
is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Pittsburgh.
We could have more.
It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Purdy looking to throw.
What a kick.
And it'll be intercepted. And the
That was a hell of a
Steelers
thing.
take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing doing.
Big blow for them.
Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
finish this game.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Luke.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away.
Get his ass.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Purdy and the Niners down 9-3. 1:47 on the clock.
Yeah,
This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing, Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness,
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long. Here's Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco will call their second timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Purdy, big fourth down play. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Harris. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, they should just about put a capper on this game.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards. And he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Cool.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Purdy to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete.
Let's go. First game.
His time has run out on this football
Go.
game. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Pittsburgh, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Good to have a in column. Yeah, go on. 27 yards short. With Flacco. W. Right tackle. Leave your predictions for big matchup. But I've been your host. Thanks for sticking around with your boy.